Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mkenya Marekani, and of course this show has been powerfully brought to you by Salama Production. We have a very nice show because it's the month of love, and we have a very powerful couple as well. So they say he who finds a good wife finds a good thing. So don't go anywhere. We'll be talking about how an interracial couple here in America found each other. Don't go nowhere. Click that bell, subscribe, and pull your seat, relax, and enjoy. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very powerful couple right here with us. And without even any further ado, who do we have here? Give it up for them! Hi. Hey, Doreen, you're shouting here now. You're like, hi. We gotta shout the way we were shouting. Anyways, you know, we are in a very nice arrangement, so there's no shouting. Yes. So kindly introduce to us who you are, first of all, because we know you, and then introduce to us your second half, you know.
Well, I am Doreen Fitzpatrick, and this is my lovely husband, Joshua.
Josh.
Yes, Fitzpatrick. What else do you want to know?
Let's hear from Josh. You know, the way the word Josh came, it was like, wow.
I'm the lovely other half of Doreen.
Oh, wow, amazing. So this is the month of love, and we, Mkenya Marekani, is planning to bring a number of couples to just talk about how they meet. You know, every time me and Doreen, we get a lot of questions. How did you find a Mzungu? How did you find a Mzungu? So we want to know how you found each other and how you're keeping up with this love, because love is actually work. So Doreen, let's hear, you know, every story has two sides.
Yes.
So let's hear from you first. How did you guys meet? No, let's start from the man.
I'm bad at storytelling, so I'm going to let Doreen.
Well, honestly, it's one of the funniest story. We actually met on a parking lot. So I was actually coming from buying my, dinner. I was very frustrated. I'm trying to get home. I was so stressed, and I'm pulling back, and he was trying to park, and boom, he almost hit me, and I get out, and I'm like, yo, what do you think you're doing, And so he's like looking at me like, hey, would you like go for a coffee? I was like, I dropped down to stop what I was actually trying to, because I was about to kill this guy, because I'm like, oh, stressed out with everything that's going on. And I was like, sure, I gave the number, and then
you gave out your number, Doreen.
Yes, I did.
You came off your high horses very fast.
Because he was so cute.
She caught me off guard because she was hot.
Oh my God. So you saw him as very cute when the first time you met.
Oh yeah, it was like the first thing. I looked at him and I was like, oh my God. Like, okay, when it happened, I literally wasn't thinking, but the way he actually came to me and smiled, because I was like all mad at him. But the way he smiled back kind of made me back, like, okay, hold back. Oh,
my charm.
Pretty much his charms were like, okay, and then, so I was like, okay, I'm not gonna be easy. Just take my number. We cannot go today. And I went home. But you don't want to hear how the first date went.
That's what we want to hear. That's what we want to hear.
So after that, we actually didn't meet for about a week. So we are literally talking on the phone. So we talked for sometimes we'll talk for 4 hours on the phone. And then we decided to go for a date. So I was working. So I knew after work, I will go for a date. And so he gave me an address. And since I am really bad with GPS, I have to GPS everywhere I go. So I had the address and went to work. I went all dressed up from work, and people are like, ooh, you look nice today. And I couldn't say I was going for a date. So once I was done with my work, I got in the car and I put on the GPS of the restaurant. And this restaurant said closed. I'm like, wait, it's closed. This dude gave me an address of a restaurant that he didn't even put a reservation, And so what happened? And so I'm like, I text him, I'm like, this restaurant is closed. He goes again, like, okay, let me send you another address. At that moment, I'm like, wait, am I gonna get murdered? Am I going for a real date? Should I go? Should I not? I swear to God, there was a minute like I wanted to change and not go. And then I said, you know what, to hell, I'm already dressed and I'm not gonna leave my car if I see anything suspicious. So then I put on the address. That was Anthony's. That's where we go. We have two dinners. We have the dinner of our first date and our dinner of our anniversary. We never go to Anthony's unless it's only on our anniversary. None of us is allowed to go to Anthony's unless on the day of our anniversary.
Oh.
Yes,
Wow.
we don't. He will never walk in there. I will never walk in there.
Anthony's Gig Harbor.
Anthony's Gig
I
Harbor.
know, I've been there, by the way.
That's
Yes.
where we went first. And so, I drove there and there was actually a restaurant. And I never knew about the restaurant also. So pretty much.
Wow, amazing. And you being dating, let's start from dating a girl from Tanzania. I see you even baptized. You are now Tanzanian. You're having a Tanzanian bow tie. How was it? Culture difference and all that stuff?
Well, at first, I wasn't looking for a Tanzanian. I wasn't looking for anybody. I was just recently kind of single, kind of in the dating scene and this and that. And so I kind of wanted to explore different options than American.
Different options, so you say.
And God had a plan.
Yeah.
So the option that God chose for us was we ended up meeting that day, and we instantly hit it off and couldn't stop talking from that day.
Wow.
So
Wow.
It was fate.
Amazing. So you mean God was in the midst of all this?
Yes, and I wasn't going to church then, and she brought church back into my life, and so now that I look at it, she was almost like an angel coming in.
Wow. Now I believe when they said that we came from Africa to bring back Christianity here. Now I believe.
Amen.
Hey, this Christianity, Doreen. Hey, praise God.
Amen. Yes.
So how was the scenes of dating? Did you ever block one another?
I'll tell you a funny story. First of all, I don't know, because he hasn't told you, but he's never dated any skin color like black in his life. I was his first. And so the first time, so we went on a date, and actually how it happened is the day we went on a date was that day we never separated until we got married. Like, we saw each other every day. He used to drive an hour, 30 minutes to bring me lunch. We eat lunch together, and he will leave. Every single day he drove to my work, and I will come down for lunch, and he will leave. So we saw each other every day. Like, it was just amazing, like, from the get-go.
Wow.
But again, so since we are living far, I never came, like, the first day I came to his house, and I knew he's never, this is actually, this story I'll have him tell you because of how he wouldn't hold my hand because he was thinking people are looking at him bad. That is a story he'll tell you. Yeah. But what I wanted to say is when I came to his house the first time, and I remember sitting down and I said, you know what, before we go any further, I want to show you something. And he's like, what is it? So I took off my wig.
Don't do it today, yeah? You have to keep
I took off my wig and I said, this is it. Okay? So you love me for who I am. And he actually gave me a stare and he didn't have anything to say. And then he goes, oh, okay. Because I wanted him to see me who I am. I want him to fall in love with Doreen, who I am, not what I have. And for me, it's very important because I'm not just having someone. I knew when we were talking for 4 hours, I told him what I was looking for. I told him I'm looking for a husband. I'm looking for someone to settle down. I'm looking to have a family. Coming from far away where I don't have family, I craved having a family. I craved having to settle down and just build my own. And so to me, it was very important, and I made it clear from the get-go.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Amazing, amazing. So, you know, when we're dealing with interracial, we have a lot of cultural differences. And I know Trevor Noah always says that in the intercultural relationships, when an African wants to say no to something, he always say, in my culture. When you hear that pickup line, just know it's a polite way of saying no. So, like doing the wedding, let's say, like, for example, dowry. In America, they don't have dowry. For Doreen, they say African men are not so romantic because we grew up not knowing our dads never hugged or kissed our moms, but having this gentleman who opens the door for you and all that good stuff.
yes, yes, he does till today.
Wow. How is it?
It's beautiful. Honestly, to me, I'm just blessed to be married to a man that actually values me and love me for who I am. You know, like a lot of, you know, just my crazy me sometimes. You know, like he embraced everything, my strength, my weakness. You know, he embraced them, and it's like a blessing. Yeah.
To go back to your beginning when
Yes.
you were saying how was it first dating, you know, being out of my color and this and that, and it at first, just because society, for me, since it was my first time, she dated white before,
Of course.
but for me it was different in society. Just in my mind, I wasn't racist. I didn't see her as a different color, but society did, and I thought everybody was looking at us when we'd go out to a restaurant. People were looking at us, but what I realized after about 5 times is they weren't looking at us; they were looking at her because she was hot.
Boom! Drop mic! Boom!
So then I started embracing it. Where, okay,
Doreen, you are loved. I can tell. Hey, if the pickups lines are still there even today.
That's me. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. You've been to Tanzania, by the way. How was it? You know, people back home in Africa, they always know when you are married to a Mzungu, you have all the wealth you desire in this universe.
Yeah, well, yeah. That people think if you live in America, you're a lottery winner. You know, especially other countries and stuff. So yeah, we went to Tanzania. It was a short visit, and so I didn't get to really see much of Tanzania. We were only there with 3 days.
Yeah, 4 days.
4 days. So it was a quick visit, but we're planning on going back.
We are planning on going actually this year, taking our entire family.
So, like, what are some of the things that struck your eyes when you entered Tanzania?
The difference between here was people were happy. Even though they were poor, but they were hustling, they were happy, and so it didn't matter the amount of money or anything that people had there, that they were happy still.
Yeah. Wow, absolutely amazing. So, for people, Doreen, who always keep pressuring you, tutafutie mzungu, tell them your advice, like point blank.
Honestly speaking, first of all, when they come to me, I have so many people, and I'm glad that I have to respond to this today. I have so many people coming to my DM asking me, please find me a white man, please, I really need one. And it's sad per se, because what I always tell them is, I don't think you know your worth, because I don't think there's any white person or any normal person you will go and say, hey, I got a girl for you. Do you want a girl? You know, and at least at some of them, I actually kind of, coach them. You got to learn your self-worth. You have to meet someone, you have to get to know them. And then I ask them, why do you want them? But when in reality, they respond to me, oh, I just want to have a life like yours. And then I say, wait, you want to have life like mine? If I give you my life, you'll give me back. Because there's so much hustle. I mean, a lot of the people think like, oh my God, you're married to a wealthy man, he gives you everything, you just got it. But actually, no, okay? We started from the bottom together. We've worked. Okay, there was days where when we started our company, where using our savings for the company. And we used to travel a lot actually before that, until people were asking, are you guys ever home? And then when we started the business, we had to cut everything. There was time where we didn't even have enough money for our own, needs. But then we'll be like, yeah, we got this, baby, we're gonna get it. And we worked ourselves up, and we're still working ourselves up. We're still not where we wanna be. Okay, so, but what people see is they just see this, and in their mind, mentality is like, oh, he's white, oh, he has money, and not knowing what the history is behind it. And if you're looking to get just a white man just because you want to change your life, I think that's the most saddest part for anyone, to be honest. So, I mean, I'm going to answer to them today. Like, there's no market for Muzungus running around where I can go get them for them.
And for Josh, do you normally get people who say, hey, could you hook me up with a hottie, an African hottie?
Yes. But I kind of just, it's like she says, you just can't go pick one off a tree.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously, there's a lot of African women that would marry a white man just for a simple purpose of maybe money or a green card or.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Yeah.
they got to get the green somehow.
The green somehow.
But that's not successful. That's not love. That's not. So I kind of just steer away from it, because success, even though people look at money as success, that's not success. Success is love and well, actually, you rate it yourself what success is. Mm-hmm. And I don't look at material things as success.
Wow. Amazing. And you have a family, and having different backgrounds, where do you find the balance to bring up these kids? As we grew up with the beating, how do you find that balance?
That balance is, well, it's completely different. Your culture against mine, I don't raise a hand at all.
Yeah.
But
You're laughing too much. You'll tell us something.
But I think that's what America is missing.
Amen.
So even though I don't do it, I allow her to
discipline.
Discipline.
At least just use a little pressure.
Yes, because I think kids these days need it. And so yeah,
They do.
Well, yeah, to be honest, and that's another thing is, I love about it, like, he embraced my culture, and he even says, like, you guys actually have like raised with this certain, like, he does not stop me from like disciplining them and making sure that we are raising them
her way.
Like, he won't. He's like, I'm letting you take care, like, I want them. And you see the difference when you see our culture and them, because unfortunately here you cannot do anything. So for me, the beginning was hard, let me just be honest, because he didn't know that, and he's like, oh my God, what are you doing? It's so when the more he learned about the culture and all that, he actually embraced it to where, like, he just let me flow and, like, just kind of
I agree with it, even though I don't.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing. So normally it's about 100%, not 50-50. So I really like your story a lot. Some people out here are learning. If you're not getting a thing here, I don't know. This story is inspiring. People are getting educated because these are real life stories, And what did your parents say? Let's start with you, Josh. What did your parents think of when you just said that you have this girl, beautiful girl, all the way from the tip of Mount Kilimanjaro?
Well, my parents embraced it. At first, they bought books on the culture and whatnot. And then the first day of her meeting my dad, my dad couldn't understand her accent at all.
Doreen, and the way you said you're from USIU.
Let me tell you, it was the funniest part, because his dad, he just stood like that, and he kept looking at me.
What did you say?
And then he goes, can I please touch your hair?
Which hair now?
I had a wig. And I was like, sure. And he goes like, he's so serious. Like, he's never really been close to any. So he went and touched my hair. And then he just kept being like, huh? What did you just say? Huh? And they embraced me, honestly. Like, his mom bought some books. Cookbooks, because she wanted to like try some of the food. Also, like, she bought me, what is that thing called? I mean, it's vitumbua. It's like a snack from my country we use. So she researched and bought me this cooking thing that we use. It's very rare to get it, and she bought it for me. Wow. Yes. So
amazing.
Excuse me. It was really good to feel like going to a family where they've never been around any Africans per se.
Yeah, and what did your family say?
Oh, honestly, my family did not see any surprise because I have never dated a black person in my life.
Oh.
Since in Tanzania, I've always dated white, so it wasn't something new.
And what people don't know is that you've lived also part of your life in Kenya.
Yes, I have. I have actually, I think 60% or 70% I've lived in Kenya. I went to high school in Kenya, I went to university in Kenya, I went to USIU. So yes, part of my life I've lived in Kenya, and then the Tanzania some, and the US. Yes.
So Josh, as you love your wife, always give credit to Kenya. Because if she came direct from Tanzania, she will be a shamba girl.
No, honestly, I mean, I love Kenya, and I'll tell you, a lot of my friends are Kenyans, and the culture is not that different, to be honest. So it's the same, and Kenya is my second home.
Awesome. So before we complete this game, I have a surprise for you. And you know what this is.
It's a pillow. What are you doing with a pillow?
Yeah? And of course, it has to come as twins.
What do you have? What's going on?
This game never gets, there's a difference between complete and finish.
Okay.
When you marry a good wife, you are complete.
Mm-hmm.
When you marry a bad wife, you are finished.
True.
When you buy a wife that loves shopping, you're completely finished.
Which one did you marry?
Completely finished.
Yeah. So hold this pillow. I'm going to tell you
that. Okay. What are we doing?
So this game.
Okay.
We have to complete with this game, okay?
This is weird.
It can be embarrassing.
Oh my God.
But that's the fun of the game.
Okay?
So, are we ready for this?
Yes.
I don't know.
Josh, are you ready for this?
Yes.
Okay, so it's really straightforward.
Okay.
Yes or no, but you don't say yes.
Okay.
If this the other person, you hit wherever place you'll hit. But make sure you don't.
Not my face.
Okay, a little bit, okay? Higher. Let's go. So the first question is, who said I love you first?
Oh my God, I can't remember.
Oh.
Wait, oh yeah, I don't even remember I did, I swear.
Oh, you have to put a little pressure. Yeah? Otherwise my viewers will be like, he was playing with the pillow, he should have given me that pillow.
Right?
I can't.
So,
We'll see.
who showers less?
Ooh.
Yeah, it can't be the other way around. Yeah? Okay, who snores a lot?
I'm just going to close my eyes.
Hey, Josh, you're losing in this battle. Who spends the most money? Oh, wait.
Trust me, yes. I know, you'll be surprised by
If
yes.
he's quiet, yeah.
I'm telling you, people think, no. Mm-mm.
Who is more annoying? Even with the prettiness.
He is annoying too.
Okay. Who is always on their phone?
That one, we could just...
Who is the law breaker? The law breaker. Who is the law breaker?
It breaks a lot.
Yeah, I know. Why are you looking at me?
We don't break
We
the
really
law.
don't. No, I'm serious.
You are law-abiding citizens.
No, I think the reason why is because I'm scared of police. Like I scared. Like even when they stop me, you should see how I'm like, did I do anything? Please. I swear, I'm just scared, and so I don't know anything with that. I'm scared.
Yeah, I see.
Maybe if we would have played this game 5 years ago, I wouldn't be getting beat.
Oh yeah, true that. Yes.
So and then who is the better driver?
Who's the what?
The better driver.
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay.
She's from Tanzania.
Having driven in Nairobi, or you never drove in Nairobi?
That's the reason why. That's not a good driver. He says that. You should tell
You're
him.
crazy.
The crazy driver.
Beep.
Okay. The last one is, who is the most selfish?
Oh my God. What? It all depends with what.
Oh, I like the conclusion of the matter. The Bible says that the conclusion thereof is better than the beginning.
Amen to that.
So, actually, it was very fun to have you guys around on Kenya Marekani, and this show was not even possible without Salama Production.
Yes.
If you see the video quality today is mwah, it's because Salama Videos was behind the wheels. So, and what is your last parting shot?
Well, so I would just say this to people, especially the fact that I get to be asked a lot about, getting white men. I will say this. First, know what you want. If you really, really, really want to have a white man and you desire, it's kind of like anything else in this world. Like, it's like when you're hungry. What do you do when you're hungry? You find food, right? No matter what, you will search whether you have money or whether you don't have it, right? So it's the same thing like when you're having a relationship. If you're hungry for that relationship, if you're hungry to get that love, you have to search it. No one is going to ever search that for you. You got to search it yourself. And if you do it, you'll find it. In anything in life, you got to do that. That's all I want to say.
We've had some friends. We've met some interracial people that have done it off dating sites.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Search it. Get on dating site. Go try in there, try mingle around it, because with me, like I told you before, when I came to US, I've dated white. How did I do it? It's because I've always been attracted to them. So even when the places I went to places where there's white, because I want to find a white man. No one found me one. I actually looked. And I was like, okay, where do white men go? They go to this restaurant. Okay, I'm going to go. And I started learning to like them. I started see what they do, their culture. So if you put me around white people, I'm just there because
you're inside,
because I went deep into knowing their culture, into knowing them, into like I searched. No one told me how to do it, or no one. You just jump, just like anything else you want to do. When you want something, you go for it. That's it. No one is gonna, and you don't want someone to find you, someone you're gonna spend the rest of your life with.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, that's kind of what I would just say.
That's your final?
That's my final. Please don't come to me again and ask me where they are nowhere.
Well, maybe one day we'll have a dating site.
Yes, maybe.
Oh, that's a good thing.
We actually thought about that.
We're talking about it because a lot of people have asked.
Yeah, a lot of people ask and a lot of people try, and so we were talking about it, and we were thinking not only a dating site, because a lot of people, especially our African community, what I know is when you tell them about dating site, they get scared because they're scared of getting out of their comfort zone. So we thought about speed dating, where we can kind of have like blind dates and stuff like that. So it's something that we've talked about. We probably will bring it.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, just stay
So
tuned.
I'll bring that to Kenya Marekani.
Yes.
Where it happens. It all happens here. It's all unleashed here.
Yes.
So, thank you so much.
Thank
You've
you.
been exceptional.
My final word is Naki Panda Mapenzi.
Thank you.
Doreen talked like a whole show. We even know
Oh,
So that's my final.
I love you too,
anyway,
baby.
Where can guys find you, Doreen, by the way, on social media?
So yeah, for social media, because I am an influencer as well. design underscore with underscore. So for people want to follow me and find me, you can find me on Instagram with design underscore with underscore Doreen. So design with Doreen. You can find me there. There's a lot you could learn. There's a lot I actually show. So yes.
Wow, amazing. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, like, share, and let's see you next time. We want to bring this type of show. So don't go nowhere. Keep it here. Leave your comment, and like and share. Ama namna gani? God bless you. We'll see you again. Thank you so much, Mr. Salama Production. Asante sana. God bless you.